Okay, after that hot sauna at the rice farm, we are now at the coconut farm. And it's a lot cooler here. So the boys are here in the front of the property, and this is the stuff that Rex did yesterday, putting together piles to burn, and the guys over there are putting more piles to burn. I didn't even go down there yet. So this is the area we want to plant more and more coconuts because there's not enough, just not enough. And over there, the guys are starting to make the form for the corner posts. So
Kaya mo yung gulungan. Hindi lang ang pahinga niyan.
we're gonna burn this in a little bit. So it's just piles and piles of decade-old rubbish that we're getting rid of. Plus all the brush and stuff that we cut down that was here. So it's a multitude of things. So this morning there was a guy that came in with his wife on a motorcycle and asked if they can get some firewood that we had cut down. And here, that's a big thing if you say yes. And not only that, they're helping us to help clear the property by dragging out all that firewood. So I said, sure, and the next time if you need any more, just ask, Father, because he's in charge. Here are the piles that the guys have put together. It's hard to get an idea how high these piles are, because we're not ground level. But as you can see, there is one pile after another brush. And coconut leaves that had fallen, along with the brush that we had cut that was back here. So this is really turning out nice. And you can actually see the mountain back there once we've cleared all this brush. Beautiful scenery. This here is my favorite spot. This and the other side of that bamboo is my favorite spot. And I'm trying to decide where I want to build my house. But it would be amazing if I could figure out where I can put a house that would give me the view of the mountain over here. And that mountain is just slightly out of view, but this would overlook down the river, and then on the second floor, if you put a second floor, you could see the mountains. Just a beautiful piece back here. Beautiful lot back here. Again, we're just going to clean up the bamboo, try to get rid of some of the stuff that's just overgrown, and we're going to keep it just so we have material, because that's expensive. It's another thing that you got to buy. It's just another thing you got to buy. And sometimes the things here in the Philippines, I noticed, are getting more and more and more expensive. So the less you have to buy, the more you can grow and use on the farm, the better. So as you can see, piles of debris, wood that has to be burned. So that's what they've been doing all morning, raking and making piles to burn. Look at all that. So as I survey this property, this back here is my favorite, you know. And if you take the bamboo out, it gives you a clear shot of the mountain in the back. Beautiful piece of property back here. And you could see the front. You could see the gate with no problem. You could see back here with no problem. So it's coming along. This, I think they're going to turn into charcoal. As you can see, there's just mounds and mounds and mounds of stuff that we have to burn. And they haven't even started down there into the area that we recovered from the resurvey. That's going to probably be next once they get the front done. It is so much cooler here than we were at the rice farm. This should be the next one that they tackle. All the brush that was cut down here, that has to be chopped up, cleaned up. It's coming along. This part of the property in the back has the most grass like this. And it's a nice, lush, thick carpet of grass called carabao grass. And this is what we want to get. Oh, it is one of those. Touch it, and they close. Just touch them. Touch it and they close. They're very shy plants. I forget what these are called, but pretty cool. So they've all closed up. See if I could do this one. There they go. That's what we want to transplant to the rest of the property, especially out front where it was just covered in lush fern, you know. So looks like they're starting to burn over there. So we're gonna see some fires in the next video. What a difference this place is now. It is actually looking very well, and we haven't even touched the back slope yet. The property slopes down, and that was a lot of cutting and trimming and just, there was a lot of wood there that was, you know, about, some of them about 10 feet, 12 feet tall, that wasn't good for anything. All they did was basically shield the coconuts that we planted from growing. So we got rid of those. The woods that you see in the back is what we got back from the resurvey. And like I said, what I plan to do with that woods is basically that connects to the river back there. So I just had them clean it up really nice so that you have no problem getting in there. And what I'm trying to do is I'll make that an area where you can cool off. You can take a nice dip in the river and then get under that shade and canopy and cool off. And they started the pile. They've started the fire. Rex couldn't wait. A good time for a fire. It's the heat of the day. And out they go. Once it gets going, boy, it goes. Especially now that we've had 2 days of hot, sunny weather, no rain at night. It's gonna go. The mason was supposed to show up yesterday and he didn't. Hopefully he shows up today. the guys are using this type of it's like a fiber pressed wood, plywood type of thing, and that's what they're using to cut and form the rigid column posts that we're putting. I think there's about, we've added 2 more, so instead of, I think, 7, it has become about 9 or so. So let me go check on those guys. They're making the form of the gate. This is the stuff that they poured yesterday. It's getting there, starting to harden. Trying to form the gate, the corner posts. The back end is burning good. The front end is looking good. Well, this fern is like cancer. It grows like crazy. Like a wild, crazy weed. As you can see, the old fence that was put there was wrong. It's too close to the road and it would be taken down on road widening. We had planned to use that fence and bring it to the back, and that's going to be a lot of lugging. So what Rex suggested was, why don't we use it for the front end of the property where we recovered 510 square meters. So this would be a lot less lugging this heavy stuff over. It's just much closer. So I think that's what I'm going to tell the fencer, Tonton, to do. And the burning of the piles have begun again. And that's that. What you hear is bamboo popping and snapping as they gets heated up. There's like a pocket of air and water in the bamboo. Looks like we have about 5 fires going on, maybe 6. Rex just started the 7th one. It's all up in smoke. These guys are working hard. The burning is going well. It also helps when you're burning under the coconut to get rid of a lot of the pests that are on the coconuts. So bugs, stuff that eat the wood, it drives them out. So once in a while it's good to burn them to get the trees clear of these insects.